For the most part, We Bare Bears is a pretty innocent cartoon. You can watch an episode, feel relaxed, and just have a good time. But every so often there's a plot that stands out from the rest, and it can be really messed up. That's what I'll be talking about today. The first terrifying We Bare Bears episode I want to talk about is called Coffee Cave. When they learn that Ice Bear is a talented barista, the bears turn the cave into a popular coffee shop. But things spiral into chaos when Ice Bear drinks coffee. Okay, so this episode had a pretty lighthearted beginning. It was a normal We Bare Bears plot where they're trying to sell coffee and everything's going smoothly. However, in the second half of the episode, Ice Bear begins going insane, and we just see this descent into madness.
The beans! Where to go? Where to go? Where to go?
I think this is terrifying because Ice Bear is the one who has the axe, and when he goes crazy, he uses that axe against his brothers. There are scenes where he has no idea what's going on, he needs coffee, and then he takes the axe to try to kill his brothers. It's really insane how this sort of plot made it into We Bare Bears. I'm sure when people were watching the first episodes of the show, they probably didn't expect an episode to feature one of the bears trying to kill his brothers. Just look at this picture, seriously. Ice Bear has the eyes of murder, and it's just so much worse that he's the only one with the axe. You also have to keep in mind that Ice Bear keeps to himself all the time, so he can go insane over the smallest things. He's really quiet and we don't know too much about him, and this terrifying episode explored what exactly would happen if he goes crazy. The next really dark We Bare Bears episode I want to talk about is Yuri and the Bear. While living alone in the Arctic, baby Ice Bear meets a mysterious man who helps him survive the frigid environment. Okay, so if you've seen this episode, you know that it's not super dark. It's more on the sad side because we see Ice Bear's backstory and how he came across this man named Yuri and then Yuri took care of him, but it's terrifying for a different reason. There are these hunters that are after baby Ice Bear, and Yuri has to protect him from incoming doom. Honestly, I think the scariest part about this episode is when baby Ice Bear gets caught in a trap on the ground, and then tensions are rising as the hunters realize he's trapped, so they start heading over really fast, and this is where things really pick up the pace. I think the Ice Bear episodes of this show are not only the most creative, but also they can be the most serious. I mean, it's pretty terrifying that these guys were hunting baby Ice Bear when he really did nothing to harm them. And then this episode shows how hard the baby bears' lives actually were. The chase between the hunters, Yuri, and baby Ice Bear was just so awesome to watch, but at the same time, it was really dark because it's easily implied that these guys are trying to kill baby Ice Bear, and you definitely don't expect that from a lighthearted show like We Bare Bears. Also, just think about it. If baby Ice Bear never met Yuri, then he would very likely not be alive to this day. Yuri is the one who saved him from this trap, and the hunters were heading over ready to kill him, but just thinking about that whole situation of Ice Bear dying is pretty dark. The last scary We Bare Bears episode I want to talk about is Charlie's Halloween Thing. This is your typical Halloween special of a cartoon. Two different stories are told, and I'm pretty sure they didn't actually happen canonically in the show, but still it's scary. With this specific episode, the terrifying story comes in the first half. It's where the bears get these dolls of themselves. You can probably tell where that sort of plot is headed. The dolls come alive, they try to kill the bears. Things just get really messed up, and don't get me wrong, that plot is really cliche, but We Bare Bears attempted something unique with it, and it was interesting to see how Ice Bear's axe played a role. That just gives so many terrifying storytelling opportunities in We Bare Bears, mostly because it's a kid's show, but then Ice Bear has this axe that changes everything. So yeah, killing dolls, especially in a Halloween themed episode, is definitely pretty creepy. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.